Testing 1 2. Check, check 1 2.
That is the most ridiculous thing ever. They were terrible. I wanted to call them. No, the announcers, you mean? I thought you were talking about the radio announcers. Oh, no. They were terrible.
Yeah, welcome to Haines High School Gymnasium. Douglas Ord bringing you Glacier Bear basketball along with Sam McFeeters running the camera for us. We're on the Haynesboro School District website if you want to watch us, or we're on KSTK live down in Wrangell. First regional games for the Haines Glacier Bears. They had a couple games before Christmas with the Thunder Mountain and JDHS freshman and junior varsity teams, and then the ladies went over and were in the Don Hather tournament in Skagway right after Christmas. So they've gotten a few games in there and gotten their warmed up. And then right after this, remember everybody will have the boys playing tonight around, game should tip off around 7 o'clock. Just waiting here for them to get through their announcements as far as what's happening at the gym and what the schedule is for tomorrow before we get to our national anthem and the starting lineups for tonight's game.
Thank you to our officials and to our
So lineup for the Wolves, number 25, sophomore Vanessa Johnson. Number 14, Abby Riffenberg. Number 12, Christina Johnson. Number 35, Shaylin Nelson. For our starting lineup for the Wolves, number 11, Kiara Harrison. Number 2, Trinity Faulkner. Number 23, Kayla Meisner. Number 30, Mindy Meisner. And rounding out the starting lineup is number 21, Addie Andrews. Wrangell Wolves are coached by Christina Good and assisted by Kayleen Harrison. Lineup for the Haines Glacier Bears tonight. Number 12, Malia Jorgensen-Giese. Number 24, Raven Hotch. Number 5, Emma Dorn. Number 32, Ashlyn Gainey. Number 11, Audrey Bader. Number 10, Ava Graham. And number 15, Marissa Verham. And the starting lineup for the Glacier Bears. Number 14, Allison Benda. Number 1, Mackenzie Dryden. Number 2, Grace Long. Number 34, Gracie Stickler. And number 3, Ariel Godinez Long. Glacier Bears coached by Coleman Stanford, assisted by Fran Daly and Stuart DeWitt. So now we'll stand for the national anthem. We'll be back briefly with first half action. Great job by those guys with the national anthem. I got the Glacier Bears are out on the court. We'll start off going to our left, and Wrangell will be going to our right. Harrison in the center circle for the Wolves. Benda for the Glacier Bears. Official tonight, referee is going to be Michael Gainey. Tips up, and that's going to be controlled by the Glacier Bears. Godinez Long working it up into the front court. She's working against Meisner. Over into the corner to Grace. Now Godina's long. Top to Benda. Got Dryden on the dribble. Dryden looks inside to Stickler. Briefly lose control. Power dribble up with the shot. Somebody got her on the arm. And she'll be going to the line shooting 2. Number 23, Kayla Meisner, her first personal, first team foul. And Gracie Stickler at the line. Trying to break open the scoring here in this first quarter. That one rolls over the top of the rim and down. Stickler at the line for her second. That one's a little bit long, but Grace Long down with a rebound. She'll back it out, shoot from 16. Weak side rebound by Stickler, back up and good for 2. So Gracie cleaning up the miss on that one. Glacier Bears into full court pressure. Grace Long with the steal. That one's a little bit long. Weak side board just bounces around. It's out to Dryden. And that was Grace Long in the corner for 2. Glacier Bears back to the full court pressure. Wolves throw it up top. Faulkner across the front. Into the front court. Wolves setting up their offense against 2-3 defense by the Glacier Bears. Glacier Bears pressuring out top. That's Ariel Godinez and Mackenzie Dryden at the top of that 2-3. Wolves passing around the perimeter, a little dribble action. Andrews tries to go inside, and Benda comes and knocks that out of bounds. So Wolves will be inbounding on the baseline. Going to be Addie Andrews with the out-of-bounds play. Looking for some movement. So far, nothing much. Now they get it into Kayla Meisner. Dribble into the lane, kicks it up top to Harrison. Harrison on the dribble, comes down the right side, kicks it out to Faulkner. That one's a little bit short, rebounded by Benda. Up ahead to Godinez. She waits for the offense to set, reverses it to the left side to Long. They go inside to Stickler. Stickler up with the shot, blocked by Faulkner out of bounds. So Bears out of bounds, baseline left side of the key. Bend on the inbounds. Goes a weak side to Dryden. Dryden gets it inside, tries to get inside to Stickler. Faulkner briefly had the steal. We'll have a jump ball on the floor. Alternating possession goes to the Wolves. Let's give Bears a chance to set up that full court pressure again. Wolves get it inside. It's stolen away by Grace Long. Ball was inbounded to Midney Meisner and stolen away by Grace Long. Push on Addie Andrews, her first personal, second team foul. Grace Long, 16-footer, bounces around several times and goes in for Grace. She's got 4. It's a 7-0 lead for the Glacier Bears. Still in that full court pressure. Throwing up over the top. Benda's there, can't get it. To get it ahead to Harrison. Harrison on the right side, leaves out a little bit long. Grace Long down with the rebound. Passes up ahead to Ariel Godinez, and she gets trucked from behind as she tried to stop, and Mackenzie Dryden, was her own teammate, kind of fouled her and knocked her to the ground, so we turn over back to the Wolves. Wolves, that ball is tipped into the hands of Benda. Now back to Benda. She's going to set up for a 19-footer, back rim, long rebound to Andrews. No, that's Meisner. Meisner up into the front court, goes right-hand side. This one to Andrews for a 3, but she traveled as she stepped into that, and back to the Glacier Bears. Just need to take one little dribble there. She was setting herself for that shot. Grace Long, front court for the Glacier Bears. Looks like still man-to-man defense by the Wolves. Long goes right-hand side to Benda. Up top to Dryden. Dryden looks inside to Stickler. Stickler goes up against Faulkner, gets that, or Harrison blocked again. Glacier Bears get the rebound. Grace Long, she's going to drive in, has that one blocked by Harrison. Glacier Bears needed to work in a little up fake here, try and get her off her feet, but Harrison's got 3 blocks here in the first 3 minutes of the game. Right-hand side to Andrews. Brings it back up top to Faulkner. Faulkner with a dribble handoff to Kayla Meisner. She drives inside, goes up with the shot, and will be going to line shooting 2. And there's 3 Glacier Bears there. We'll see which one of them they got with the foul. number 2, Grace Long, her first personal, first team foul. And you have Kayla Meisner at the line for 2. Trying to get that goose egg off the scoreboard. 4:50 left in the first quarter. Nothing but net for Meisner on her first. You got the ball for her second. Couple dribbles and good. 7-2 ball game. After those 2 free throws by Meisner. Glacier Bears quickly back. Godinez misses Long, tried to save it inbounds. Andrews gives it up to Meisner, left-hand side for 2. Nice transition bucket for the Wolves. Cut the lead to 3. Long on the dribble for the Glacier Bears, working on the right-hand side. Nice recovery defense by Andrews. Glacier Bears bring it back up top. Benda going to step in at the right elbow. Rebound by Stickler. Stickler has knocked out her hands by Harrison. Tries to go up again, gets her own rebound to Goodies long to Dryden for a three-pointer, high off the glass and over the top of the backboard and out of bounds. So Gracie Stickler's doing a great job underneath there, getting those rebounds, trying to get Harrison, I think, into foul trouble. They're really working hard against her, but she's held her own, getting good. Now Gracie steps in front of the pass, gets a steal, gets it back to the Glacier Bears. Up top is Dryden. She tries to go left-hand side to Grace Long. Body check that time by Andrews. Not sure how that wasn't a foul. She kind of got to play in the ball, but you can't run through a player to get to it. So now off the bench is Jorgensen Giese for the Glacier Bears, coming in for the Bears, and off the bench is Abby Riffenberg for the Wolves. Get into Grace Long. Grace on the dribble, working against Andrews, trying to get into the key. Andrews got her forearm in the back of her, and the official makes a call on this one, so this will be down on the baseline. Andrews' second personal. It'll be the third team foul on the Wolves. Glacier Bears looking to get it into Ariel Godinez Long. It's a play that they've Coleman Sanford, I think we taught him that when he was in high school. Nice to see him passing that one along. They get it into, the ball was stolen by the Glacier Bears on the inbounds. Oh, nice block by Harrison, closing out on the long three-pointer by Ariel Godinez. Grace Long at the top. Goes on the base for Benda. Can't get it. Giese can't get the follow off the missed shot, and rebound down to Andrews for the Wolves. Coming up in the front court, gets it to Harrison. And we'll have a timeout by the Wolves. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take 1 minute break here. 3:17 left in the first quarter, 9-4, Glacier Bears by 5. Welcome back to Haines. Wolves basketball after coming out of the timeout. It'll be Addie Andrews on the inbounds. Get that into Kayla Meisner. Back to Andrews on the right-hand side. Now on the baseline to Mindy Meisner, and Kayla Meisner is going to travel with it. Turnover to the Glacier Bears. We've got Grace Long bringing it up for the Bears. Long looking for a screen. She's going to get to the baseline. Dumps it off into the middle for Jorgensen Giese, but that was a tough pass in there. It was off one of the Wolves and out of bounds. Get it into Grace Long. Out to Dryden. Dryden drives to the left-hand side. Ariel Godinez long with the 3. Man, she had Harrison closing out on that one. Harrison got one earlier, didn't quite get to that one. Kayla Meisner double teamed in the backcourt. She's looking for some help. She's able to get it over to Andrews. Stolen away by Grace Long. Long down on the baseline to Godinez Long and up for 2. Ariel with another 2. She's got 7. Quick couple points by the Glacier Bears. Quickly back now. Another steal by the Glacier Bears. Ariel Godinez Long down in off the glass. A little too hard. Benda with the follow up for 2. And we're going to have another timeout. This will be a 30, so we'll keep it here. I feel, based on what the scoreboard's got, I think I was giving Ariel a 3 for that, and the scorekeepers disagree with me because I was off 1. So 2:05 left in first quarter action. Glacier Bears getting a little bit more results off of that full court pressure. They were 9-4 at the 3:20 mark when he had that last timeout. Now it's 15-4. So quick 3 buckets for the Glacier Bears. That athleticism they've gotten pretty much team-wide. They've got a lot of girls on there on the cross-country team and pretty quick to get past them. So the Wolves inbounding again on their baseline. Be Andrews on the inbounds. Gets it into Meisner. Meisner up into the front court. Past Jorgensen Giese, tries to drop it off to the other side of the key, but it's stolen away by Jorgensen Giese, and we've got a foul on one of the Wolves trying to get it back. 23, Kayla Meisner. It's easy to say from looking up here, but I think Meisner had a better opportunity if she would have just taken that to the hole and gone up strong herself instead of trying to thread that pass to the other side. Benda into Long. Grace Long up into the front court, comes left side to Dryden. Dryden's going to quickly drive down the baseline, goes over the left shot. Harrison, hand up, another block shot for her. I think it's about 5 for her here in the first quarter of play. Wolves come right-hand side to Andrews. Andrews tries to go inside, tipped away by Jorgensen Giese into the hands of Dryden. Ball's loose on the baseline. Grace Long away with it. She's going to come up to the front court. Pass it over to Benda on the left side. Benda up. Another shot blocked by Harrison. Jorgensen Giese comes away with it. Gets it to Dryden. And now we've got this is away from the ball. I'm not sure exactly what the official's going to be. Could just be we had 2 girls getting into it a little bit there because he went over and talked to Jorgensen Giese and I think Riffenberg. Got Emma Dorn into the game. Gets it to Grace Long. Has that tapped out of her hands. We also got Ashlyn Gainey in. Come cross court to Dorn. Dorn tries to thread it inside. Grace Long's able to get it. Ariel Long wide with the shot. Gainey goes up, gets stuffed by Harrison. And now it's Riffenberg down with the rebound. Kristen Johnson goes to the right-hand side to Riffenberg. Down the baseline. Driving inside is Faulkner. Back up top to Johnson. To Riffenberg. Looking inside to Harrison. She's got the size advantage. I think the Wolves need to go ahead and get it inside to her. Now they do. A little up and under and score it. Nice move down to the baseline for Harrison. Ariel Godinez Long working on that right side. Gets it to sister Grace Long. Grace back up to Ariel. Inside. Tried to go to Dorn. Has that one knocked away. And we got a held ball with 3.4 seconds left in the first quarter. Alternating possession will be to the Glacier Bears. Subs off the bench Kayla Meisner coming in, and we also have Vanessa Johnson coming in for the Wolves. Into the game for the Glacier Bears, we have Raven Hotch checking in. It'll be Emma Dorn on the far sideline looking for an inbounds pass. Gets to Ariel Godinez Long to Grace Long. Up with the shot. Leaves it a little bit short. Harrison down with the rebound. But we will end the first quarter of play. 15 for the Lady Glacier Bears. 6 for the Lady Wolves. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with second quarter action. All right, we're back with second quarter action. Wolves will have the ball first on the inbounds. Christina Johnson, and she's got Kayla Meisner with her. Court get it into Meisner. Going top of the high post to Harrison. Back out to Johnson. Johnson working that right baseline. Comes back to, now they go inside to Harrison. And she got fouled on that one. She's got some good moves in the post. Wolves just need to feed her down there. 24. That'll be Raven Hotch's first personal. Second team foul. And Kiara Harrison at the line, shooting 2. First one's a little bit short. Second one, nothing but net. She's got 3. And the Glacier Bears back with the ball long up into the front court. Backs it up, sets the offense. Now she's going to drive left side of the key. Back up top to Ariel Godinez Long. They try and go inside Harrison with the steal. Gets it to Meisner. Meisner quickly up into the front court. Still 2-3 zone by the Glacier Bears. Get it into Harrison at the top of the key, or at the free throw line. She drives in against pressure, can't get it. Gets her own rebound. Up and good for 2. Grace Long quickly back. Gainey down to Hotch. Hotch's shot a little high off the rim, or high off the backboard. Rebound comes down to Johnson. Meisner now up in the front court for the Wolves. Goes left-hand side. And that shot by Johnson is off. Rebound on the right side by Christina Johnson. Going to try to get in Harrison. She's able to get control of it, and she's up with the right hand. She's got 7 now. So she's had the last, I think, 8 points for the Wolves. No, last 7 points for the Wolves. And Coleman Stanford, coach for the Glacier Bears, wants to have a full timeout to talk about this. Actually, they said 30-second timeout. Apologize. So we'll just keep this here. So the Wolves have developed a strategy there. As long as they're able to get it down, get into their half-court set, get it to the right wing, feed Harrison, and let her go to work in the post. She's either gotten a bucket or a foul in the free throw. We'll see how the Glacier Bears adjust their defense, see if they're going to move away from that 2-3 zone or just change the way that the ladies are doubling down off of that wing. Glacier Bears get it into Grace Long. Long works down to that right-hand side, comes up top to Ariel Godinez Long. Benda into the lane, out to Long. Her shot. Weak side rebound by Stickler. Gracie Stickler up for 2. Back to a 6-point lead and full court pressure by the Glacier Bears. Long tips away that inbounds pass. Now we'll move to the other side of the key. Wolves will try this again. get it into Harrison. She'll dribble it across the half-court line. Up on the left side, leaves that one a little long. Benda throws it up ahead to Gainey. Gainey up with the left hand, can't finish. Rebound by Grace Long for 2. Gainey shot was blocked. Nice defense by the Wolves, but Glacier Bears still had one more. Harrison couldn't quite reach that long down court pass and out of bounds back to the Glacier Bears. So that'll go all the way back down to the baseline since nobody touched that inbounds. They were looking for the home run on that one, trying to just get over everybody. Got a sub for the Glacier Bears. Dryden coming in for Godinez Long. Get into Grace Long with the pass. Her shot gets her own rebound. Struggling inside, is able to get to Benda. Benda cross court to Gainey. Gainey looks at the 3. She'll pass down to the baseline to Long instead. That one bounces around. No good. Stickler with the rebound. Can't finish. Harrison comes away from it. Stolen away by Long. And we're going to have a foul on one of the Wolves. I believe it's Faulkner because she's the one that kind of raised her hand on that, and the official agreed. That'll be Trinity's first 15 foul on the Wolves. Bend on the inbounds, left side of the lane for the Glacier Bears. Looking, gets it into Stickler. Has her shot blocked by Harrison. Harrison, left-hand side. I'm going to take it all the way, little up and under Euro step, and scores, but they're going to say no as a travel on that one. I think I disagree with the official on that one. I thought that was a good Euro. Grace comes up into the front court for the Glacier Bears, working against Kayla Meisner. Gets down on the right-hand side, kicks it out to Benda. Dryden, left side to Gainey, spotting up for 3. Weak side rebound for the Glacier Bears. Harrison finally pulls that away for the Wolves. Gets to Kayla Meisner. 5 minutes left in the first half. Glacier Bears by 8, 19-11. Wolves get it on the right-hand side to Christina Johnson. And then drive in lane to Vanessa Johnson. Goes up with a shot. I think that was partially blocked by Grace Long. It'll be out of bounds to the Wolves. And we got Ariel Godinez Long back into the game for the Glacier Bears. She'll be coming in for Grace Long. Wolves looking. They get in. Christine Johnson, that was briefly knocked out of her hands. Glacier Bears couldn't quite get it. So now we'll move to the other side of the lane and inbound this again. Still be Kayla Meisner on the inbounds. Glacier Bears still sagging into that 2-3. They get into Harrison behind the three-point line. Meisner comes up and is going to run out and try and get the handoff, but she was standing on the out-of-bounds line when she got that one from Harrison. Turnover back to the Glacier Bears. Bend into Dryden. Dryden's picked up by Christina Johnson. She comes across the 10-second line, gets it to Gainey. Up top to Benda. Benda looks at the 3. Nice recovery by the Wolves defense. Go left-hand side to Dryden. To a cut-in, Godinez Long inside. Knocked out of her hands by Meisner. Back to Dryden. Godinez Long to Dryden. Dryden's going to go inside to Stickler for 2. Drew Harrison away from Stickler, dumped that pass off. Now a steal by Gainey. She goes up for the shot, and he's going to be fouled by Meisner. This will be her 3rd for Kayla Meisner. I imagine we'll have a sub there saying that was on the ground. So we'll be inbounding on the side, or down on the baseline. And Addie Andrews is coming in for Faulkner. And we've got Mindy Meisner coming in for Kayla Meisner. Benda on the inbounds for the Glacier Bears. To Godinez Long, up top to Gainey. Dryden now working against Mindy Meisner. Comes to the left-hand side. Tries to go inside to Stickler. Stickler back out to Dryden. That one's off top of the backboard. Rebound on the weak side to Andrews. She's double-teamed by the Glacier Bears. She's going to be fouled by, I think it was Gainey. So that's Ashland's first personal, third team foul. Wolves will be on the baseline again. I get it into Harrison. Harrison loses it to Stickler. Stickler up on the left-hand side. Can't finish. Gainey down with the rebound. Can't finish, goes weak. And we'll have Dryden bringing it out. Gets to Ariel Godinez long. She's going to reset the offense now, get everybody set up. Right-hand side to Benda. Benda drives inside hard off the glass. Weak side rebound by Stickler. Can't convert. Benda tries again. And that one finally goes for Benda. Glacier Bears doing a good job rebounding there and able to get that one. Steal on the inbounds and then thrown right back into the hands of Johnson. So she steals it back for the Wolves. Ahead to Andrews. Johnson, they go inside to Harrison, but she's going to be fouled by Gracie Stickler. It's going to be Stickler's first. Fourth team foul on the Glacier Bears. Wolves will be inbounding on the baseline. Got Andrews triggering the pass for the Wolves. Looking for home. Gets it to Harrison outside the lane. That one's going to be tracked down in the backcourt by Ariel Godinez long. Up with the left hand and good for two. She's got 8 and we're at a 14-point lead, 25-11. Wolves get it inside to Christina Johnson and she's going to be tied up by Gainey and Dryden. Alternating possession to the Glacier Bears. Now we've got Malia Jorgensen-Giese back into the game for Stickler. And Shaylin Nelson will be checking in for Vanessa Johnson for the Wolves. 2-3 zone for the Wolves. Well, it looks like they're setting up 2-3, but they're still staying with their man-to-man. Glacier Bears tried to feed that down to Jorgensen-Giese on the baseline, just a little out of her reach and out of bounds. Now we got Grace Long checking in for Dryden. She'll be at the top of that full court pressure. Andrews looking for the inbounds. Throws the top of the key to Harrison to the right-hand side to Johnson. She's going to have that stolen away, and we're going to have an over in the back because Long was had the dribble and had that under control into the front court. So it'll still be Wolves basketball, and they will be inbounding at half court. Andrews on the inbounds to Christina Johnson. Back to Andrews. Trying to go inside, briefly knocked away by the Glacier Bears. Harrison comes away with it, and she's going to be fouled as she tries to go up with it. Foul's going to be on number 2, and they're going to say Kiara Harrison was in the act of shooting. So that's Grace Long's second personal, fifth team foul. And Harrison will be back at the line for another 2 free throws. She has 7 of the 11 for the Wolves. First one's a little bit short. Dryden comes in for Grace Long for the Glacier Bears. 2:39 left in the first half of play. 25 for the Bears, 11 for the Wolves. Harrison's second is good. Use that first one for a test. She's got 8 now. And Dryden into the front court for the Bears. Off to Benda. Top to Godinez long. Back to Dryden, left side. She's getting down to that baseline. They're looking inside, but covered by Harrison. Now it's Benda at the top of the key. She's going to drive her right-hand side. Runner off the backboard, and good for Allison Benda. 6 for her. Wolves get it into Harrison. Harrison's going to dribble. Of course, she's got it down right underneath the basket. Was Mindy Meisner. Couldn't convert it. Great look ahead by Harrison. Meisner just couldn't finish at the hoop. Had the opportunity. Benda now dribbling back for the Glacier Bears. Another runner off the glass. This one's a little hard, but official blew the whistle. We got a foul. I think this is going to be on Faulkner. No, Addie Andrews is going to pick up the foul. Her third personal. So Kayla Meisner and Addie Andrews both with 3 personal fouls here in the first half of play. Benda's first free throw bounces around, won't drop for her. Second one, gets that one. 7 for her, and we're 16-point lead, 28-12. Johnson gets it ahead to Andrews, and she looked down. She saw her foot on the line when she caught that one. Tried to pick it up, couldn't make it in time. So turn over to the Glacier Bears. Benda to Ariel Godinez Long. He's going to drive down the right-hand side. Gets in a lot of trouble there. Gets it out to Malia Jorgensen-Giese. Gainey had it to Benda. Right side to Godinez Long. Cross court to Gainey. Gainey dribbles into the free throw line. Godinez Long. Oh, nice little dump pass to Ashlyn Gainey. Ariel Godinez Long pulling out all the tricks here. That was a gorgeous little pass there into the post. Gainey converted. Now Ariel get the rebound or the steal. Dryden's going to shuffle her feet. She's trying to prevent from going out of bounds. Just couldn't quite get her balance. Wolves set up again. They'll throw it long to Harrison. Harrison dumps it over to Nelson. Nelson drives down on the baseline. Her shot's a little bit long. Harrison's going to follow. Gets the bucket, and she's going to go line for one more. Fouls on 12. Malia Jorgensen-Giese. That time they were like, forget this. We'll just throw it to half court to Harrison. She'll dump it off to Nelson. And then Harrison converts the three-point play with the free throw. 11 for her. It's a 15-point lead with 1:12 left in the first half. Godinez Long on the dribble, working on the left-hand side. Backs it out to Benda at the top of the key. He throws it right side to Gainey. To Benda. Working a little action on that far side. Now it's top to Dryden. Godinez Long to Benda. Glacier Bears just being really patient with this. Go inside to Gainey. Gainey drops it off or tries to Malia Jorgensen-Giese, but just a little out of her reach. Couldn't control it, out of bounds, and Glacier Bears will set up that full court pressure again. Wolves again go long to Harrison. This time Harrison's going to be triple team, but she's able to get past them, and they're going to say there's a foul, but it was before the shot. So this will still be a one-on-one opportunity because this will be the 7th team foul. See which one of the Glacier Bears got the 12. Jorgensen-Giese with her second personal. And 7th team foul. Harrison will be at the line. She's 3 for 5 so far this evening. First one's short. Benda with the rebound. Driving up, kicks it out to Godinez Long. She looks at an 18-footer, but nice closeout defense that time by Mindy Meisner. Now they drop it over to Malia Jorgensen-Giese. She can't finish, but Benda, weak side rebound off the glass, and good for 2. Glacier Bears really been doing a good job on those rebounds. Get it up ahead to Harrison again. Nelson driving down that right side, throws it into Harrison. A little high and outside for her. She couldn't bring that one down. So the Glacier Bears will have 15 seconds to see if they can get another shot up or put some more points on the board here for the Glacier Bears heading into halftime. Right-hand side to Dryden. Dryden drives into the elbow, kicks it off to Godinez Long. She's going to drive on that right side. No good. Harrison's going to come down with the rebound, and we will end the first half of play. 32 for the Glacier Bears, 15 for the Wrangell Wolves. So we'll take a 10-minute break and be back with second half action. top, Sam. I am too old to be doing that, but I do it anyhow. Welcome back to Haines High School Gymnasium. Douglas Oldwood here with Sam McFeeters running the camera for us. You're either listening to us on KSTK or watching us on the Haynesboro School District YouTube page. We've got start of the second half with Lady Wolves and the Lady Glacier Bears. 32 for the Glacier Bears, 15 for the Wolves. Reminder, after this game, probably around 7 o'clock, maybe a little after, we will have the Wrangell Wolves and the Haines Glacier Bear Wolves, or Haines Glacier Bears boys, get my words straight here, playing. So to start the second half, alternating possession will be with the Wolves. You got Kayla Meisner out on the court, along with Addie Andrews. Both of those ladies have 3 fouls. You got Harrison, you got Mindy Meisner, and Faulkner. You go left-hand side to Addie Andrews. She tries to go on the post, but I was way out of the reach of anything Harrison can get. But I think we got a foul on the Glacier Bears. Might be 34. Gracie Stickler. It's probably the reason Harrison was having a hard time getting to that pass. They get into Harrison on the baseline. A little bit short on the pass. Now up with the left and scores. 13 out of the 17 for the Wolves come via Harrison. Grace Long loses the ball briefly. Goes over to Dryden. Her pass through the lane. Benda's going to come away with it. They go to Grace Long in the left wing, or left baseline. Can't get the bucket. Benda can't follow the miss. And quickly back is Kayla Meisner for the Wolves. She picks up her dribble, gets it into Harrison. Harrison working against Gracie Stickler, leaves that one a little bit short. And we're going to get a foul, and it's going to send Harrison to the line shooting 2. That's 34, so Gracie Stickler picks up 2 quick ones. She's got 3 now, and Harrison at the line shooting 2. That one's a little bit short. Harrison back at the line for her second. And that rebound's going to come out to Dryden. Dryden slows down right across half court. He's picked up by Mindy Meisner. Drops it off to Long for a outside shot. Rebound down by Benda as that ripped out of her hands, but goes right to Godinez Long to Dryden. Weak side rebound by Long. Godinez Long shot. Dipped. Rebound by Stickler. Stolen away by Harrison. And now Meisner up into the front court for the Wolves. Tries to go into the high post. Stolen away by Long. Long up ahead to Dryden with the left on the right. Can't finish. Godinez Long with the rebound. She has that ripped out of her hands, but they grabbed one of the Wolves down there that had her triple team, grabbed a hold of her arm. Big Glacier Bears ball on the baseline. Fouls on 30. Mindy Meisner, her first personal. First team foul here in the second half. And now we got Malia Jorgensen-Giese coming in for Gracie Stickler. Bend on the inbounds for the Glacier Bears. Looking up the long on the left baseline. Up fake, drives in. Gets to Jorgensen-Giese. That's one shot is blocked by Harrison. Giese tracks it down. Her pass trying to get around the top there. Knocked out of bounds by Addie Andrews. Glacier Bears reset right in front of their bench. Benda gets it into Godinez long. To Dryden. Dryden goes inside to Jorgensen-Giese. They work it around to Long on the left baseline. Drives in. Boy, I think she traveled right there. Harrison came over. I think Long Godinez took an extra step, but then it was tied up, and we're going to have a foul on Harrison. That's her first personal. Benda comes right side to Long. 16-footer. Bounces high and drops in. Grace Long for two. She's got 8. Back up the other way. Got Meisner. Meisner gets to the free throw line. And Andrews kicks it out to Harrison. Harrison dribbles it off of Dryden's foot. Picked up by Ariel Godinez Long. Leaves that one a little too hard. Grace Long with the rebound. Finishes off for her sister. She's got 10 now. Glacier Bears back in that full court pressure. Dryden working against Meisner. Andrews back to Meisner. Meisner's going to drive inside. Oh, little floater over the rim. Kayla Meisner. She's got 6 now. Keeping it within that 17-point range. Dryden drops it off inside to Jorgensen-Giese. Now they swing it over to the left-hand side to Long. Faulkner almost had that one up top to Benda. Right side to Dryden. Dryden left side to Long for 3. In and out. Harrison with the board. Hands it off to Meisner. Kayla up into the front court to Andrews. Down on the post to Harrison. Oh, nice pass there to a cutting Meisner. Knocked out of her hands by Long, off her leg and out of bounds. I think he's like, what the heck? And I think she probably has an argument on that one. I think she got her arm raked pretty good. Right-hand side, Dryden. Now Meisner's going to steal it back. Up ahead, up fake, and finishes off the glass. Got a little payback on that one with the bucket. Quickly back is Grace Long. Right-hand side, Dryden on the baseline. Swings up top to Godinez Long. Back to Dryden for 3. That one's way hard off the backboard. Faulkner with the rebound. Kayla Meisner looks over at the bench, bring it over to Andrews on the left wing. Inside to Harrison. Harrison off the glass and good. Glacier Bear defender was over the top on that. Once she got it inside, she just had to take that drop step and finish. Wolves cut that lead to 13. Grace Long. Nice move to get in the lane. Kicks out to Dryden. No shot there. Now Benda with the 3. Rebound tipped out by Faulkner, but into the hands of Godinez Long. Now up top to Benda. Right elbow. Back rim. Benda's going to be fighting for. We're going to have a jump ball between. It was Benda and Mindy Meisner fighting for that loose ball. Alternating possession will stay with the Glacier Bears. And we've got Christina Johnson coming in for the Wolves for Kayla Meisner. And you have Ashlyn Gainey coming in for the Glacier Bears. Gainey's shot a little bit short. It hits out of bounds. Back to the Wolves. This will allow the Glacier Bears set up in that full court pressure. They throw it along. Benda steps into that one. Now hands it over to Jorgensen-Giese. Godinez Long, left baseline to Grace Long. Rebound by Harrison. Harrison gets it over to Christina Long. Left side, Andrews. Andrews on the dribble. Picked up by Godinez Long. Now she's double teamed up top. Goes down to the right baseline to Mindy Meisner. Up top to Andrews, 3. Rebound by Gainey. Gainey quickly up into the front court. You got Faulkner guarding her. Godinez Long can't finish, and Harrison with another rebound. I don't have official stats on blocks and rebounds, but I'm betting Harrison's going to have a triple-double here with blocks, rebounds, and points. Wolves can't finish inside, and you've got Faulkner and Long, the 2-2s, battling for it. This time the alternating possession stays with the Wolves. Kayla Meisner in for Addie Andrews. Meisner on the inbounds, right side of the key. Little brief stoppage here with the officials. The official's coming over here talking to the Wrangell bench. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but in the meantime, the Glacier Bears substituting Gracie Stickler in for Jorgensen Giese. Officials getting set on the court. Now we're running the play. The Wolves looking for the inbounds. Kayla Meisner tries to get it to Harrison. It's knocked away by the Glacier Bears, stolen away. Or Meisner comes up with it. Goes down to Faulkner. Faulkner up and under. Can't finish and out of bounds. And to Grace Long. 2:05 left here in the... Tell Ashley to start the clock. They didn't have the score clock running. She's got it now. She's got it now. In the meantime, we've got ball out of bounds on the baseline. Will be going to the Glacier Bears. Nelson coming in for Faulkner for the Wolves. Bend on the inbounds. And we're going to have a foul. Grace Long with the forearm. So they'll set up their full court pressure. They throw it over the top to Nelson. Nelson, she's going to travel with that. She heard the defender coming up behind her. Didn't have anybody to pass it to in front of her. And anybody that played the game probably had that happen a couple times to them. Long, right side to Gainey. Stolen away by Meisner. Kayla Meisner trying to get control of that ball. She's able to kick it back to Christina Johnson. And stolen away by Grace Long over ahead to Ariel Godinez Long. Up on the left-hand side, and she finishes that one for 2. As soon as she saw her sister had that opening, she started heading up the court. Now Grace Long's going to steal it away. Gives it to Ariel. This time on the right side for 2. 14 for Ariel in the game. Wolves looking for an outlet. They try to go long and... Wow. Allison Benda with the shot there. Looked like they got her on the forearm. They said it was tipped and blocked out of bounds. Maybe the Glacier Bears having it. Throws it right into Meisner. She's able to get past on the right side, and we're going to have Godinez Long. Her first foul. That's 14th foul here in the second half. 1:12 left in the third quarter. 40 for the Glacier Bears, 23 for the Wrangell Wolves. Meisner looking to get it in, and that'll be a 5-second call. Ball back to the Glacier Bears. Benda looking, gets to Stickler, back to Benda. Top to Godinez Long. A little hesitation, dribble down to Stickler on the baseline, off the glass, and 2. A nice little bounce pass through traffic there, and Stickler's the beneficiary. Grace Long steals it. Back up top to Godinez Long. Harrison with the rebound. Up ahead, she can't control the dribble. Benda going to drive in on the right side, off the glass. Stickler with the rebound, kicks it out to Grace Long. Weak side rebound. and that's going to be in the hands of Kayla Meisner. Couple opportunities for the Bears, couldn't convert it. Meisner goes into the high post to Harrison. She has Grace Long get in there, gets it ahead to Ariel Godinez Long, up ahead of the pack again for a layup, and with 21.1 seconds left, we're a 21-point lead for the Glacier Bears. That's in the third quarter. We'll have a full timeout here by Wrangell, so we'll take a 1-minute break and come back with the rest of the third quarter. All right, it will be Wrangell Wolves basketball. 21.1 seconds left here in the third quarter. Full court pressure by the Glacier Bears. Get it to Nelson. Nelson up into the front court, gets it back. They go right side to Harrison for three. Can't finish. Ariel Godinez Long quickly up in the court. They got a 2-on-1. Dumps it over to Dryden, has that swatted by Harrison. And quickly back the other way is Andrews, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. 44 for the Glacier Bears, 23 by the Wolves. Take a 1-minute break and be back with the remainder of the ball game. All right, welcome back to the Haines High School Gymnasium. Wrangell Wolves, Wrangell Lady Wolves, and the Haines Lady Glacier Bears. We got 8 minutes left in this one. Glacier Bears by 21, 44-23. They'll get the ball first in the fourth quarter and final quarter of this one. We've got Ariel Godinez Long. Looks like Wolves coming out now. A little more pressure defense. Up top, they go right-hand side to Dorn. In and out. Stickler with the rebound, high off the glass. Weak side board by Gainey. Kicks it out. They go back into Stickler, high off the glass. Harrison down with the rebound. And she's going to travel as she came down with that one. A lot of bodies in there. Dorn on the inbounds for the Glacier Bears. Get it to Stickler on the left side. Can't finish. Harrison with the rebound. Johnson up into the front court for the Wolves. Comes left-hand side to Andrews. They go inside to Harrison, but she's going to be fouled by Gracie Stickler. Trying to get over the top on that one. That's her fourth. And we'll have Jorgensen Giese checking in for her. Get into Harrison from 4. Good. 17 for Harrison. Venus long goes to Gainey on the right side. Back left side to Dryden. Johnson out pressuring her. To Gainey. To Dorn. Right side to Godinez long. Glacier Bears content just passing around the outside. Now they go inside to Jorgensen Giese. Her shot's wild off the backboard and rebound by Nelson. Glacier Bears are able to steal it away. Back up to Godinez long. Now she'll back out almost to the half court circle. Left side to Gainey. Dryden. We'll spot up for an 18-footer. That one's long. Jorgensen Giese tips it into Harrison. Up ahead. I didn't see who had that one. Harrison with the rebound. And it comes down to Dryden. A couple looks there by the Wolves. Glacier Bears throw it up ahead and stolen away by Andrews, waiting there and playing center field. Harrison gets it to Christina Johnson. She'll bring it across the 10-second line. Comes left side to Harrison out behind the three-point line. Trying to get baseline, cut off by Dorn. Goes a high post to Nelson. Nelson backs up, gets it over to Johnson on the left wing. Johnson now goes cross court. The Mindy Meisner shot's a little bit short. Rebound comes down to Jorgensen Giese. Godinez long on the dribble. Left wing to Dryden. Down the baseline to Gainey. Back up top to Dryden. Looks at the 3. Nice closeout by the Wolves. Now they're swinging right side to Dorn. Her shot's a little bit short. Bounces out of bounds. It'll be Wolves basketball with 5:30 left in the fourth quarter. We got Benda and Long back in for the Glacier Bears. Wolves tried to throw Long to Harrison, knocked away by Benda, but right into the hands of Kayla Meisner. Comes up, lose control at the free throw line, stolen away by Long. She's going to be fouled going the other way. The officials talking about that, and we're going to call the foul on Meisner, her 4th. 3rd team foul. Both Meisner and Harrison sitting on the court. Meisner, I think she might have caught something across the nose or whatever as there was that loose ball and bodies going by. But coach is out there from Wrangell. We got local Haines medical staff out there looking at her. For those of you on KSTK, we'll take a 1-minute break here and we'll come back when we know more about what's going on with Kayla Meisner. So we're back. It looks like the way she's holding it, looks like she took a shot to the mouth. They got some ice on it for her. It's on the nose. In the meantime, if we find out anything, we'll let people in Wrangell know. In the meantime, we're back to playing basketball. Dryden up at the top, goes left side to Benda, to Gainey. On the right baseline to Grace Long. Cross court to Benda, can't finish. Gets her own rebound. Harrison down with the board for the Wolves. She's over to Andrews. Dumps it off to Vanessa Johnson. And we're going to have a held ball. Dryden got her hand in there with Vanessa Johnson. Alternating possession, stays with the Wolves. Now into Christina Johnson. He's going to Vanessa. Back to Christina. Wolves looking to reset it with Andrews on the right-hand side. They go to Nelson on the baseline. Back up to Andrews. That one's tipped away. Thrown up ahead to Dryden with the left. A little too hard. But Benda with the follow for 2. Allison's got 11 on the ball game. Glacier Bears still in that full court pressure. I'm sure Coach Stanford's wanting his girls to practice this, but the way I look at it, you only got 4 minutes left in the game. You're up 21. It's getting a little feisty on both sides of the court. Maybe you pull that pressure off, meet them at half court, and work on something else the rest of the game. Fouls on Grace Long. That's her 4th. And back to the Wolves is Christina Johnson. Has that pass tipped away, but right into the hands of Andrews. Andrews working for something on that left-hand side. She's going to be fouled by Mackenzie Dryden. That'll be Dryden's first personal. And I show that 17 fouls in Glacier Bears. That should be a 1-on-1. And now the scorekeepers are telling them. So Andrews will be at the line shooting the 1-on-1 opportunity. Well, I thought it was Andrews, but they're going to have Johnson there instead. Could be my dyslexia showing through here. Instead of 21, they got 12. Johnson's first is up and good. Her first point of the game, earned her second. Johnson's second, nothing but net. Nailed that one. 2 for her. Quickly back is Grace Long for the Glacier Bears. Come right side to Gainey. Down on the baseline to Godinez Long. Looking for help. Gets it to Gainey. Top to Benda. Switches left side to Grace Long. Top to Benda from 16. A little bit short. Fight for the rebound. Dryden's the one that comes away with it. Top to Godinez Long. Back left side to Dryden. She'll drive in. Kick it out to Long for an 18-footer. In and out. Harrison with the rebound for the Wolves. Releases up to Andrews. Andrews working against Dryden. Godinez Long comes over. Gets the screen. Try and go down on the baseline. Entry pass. Benda with the tip. Getting that one out of there. But tipped it out of bounds. Wolves will still have the ball. And we got Dorn coming in for Benda. Emma Dorn down on that baseline. The Glacier Bears tip it out one more time. So it'll be Wolves ball again. Now we just moved to the other side of the baseline. 3:05 left in the ball game. Coming up after this, we got the boys action. Wolves get it into Nelson. They go inside to Harrison. I couldn't quite get that one. Rebound to Long. Long up ahead to Dryden. Gathers feet, can't get the bucket to go in. Godinez Long is able to finish in with the rebound. She's got 18. Wolves throw it over the top to Harrison. Harrison's got a step and scores it, 19. So her and Godinez Long going back and forth as to who's a high scorer. One will get the bucket and go back the other way, and the other one will get the bucket. Long out behind the three-point line. Top goes to Dryden. Little outside for her. She can't control that. Out of bounds to the Wolves. Off the bench is Abby Riffenberg for the Wolves. Coming in for Shaylin Nelson. Christina Johnson for the Wolves has that one. Ariel Godinez Long got her hand on it. Sister Grace almost had the steal but couldn't quite track it down before it went out of bounds. Should be Addie Andrews on the inbounds. Gets it into Christina Johnson. Comes on the left-hand side to Riffenberg. Johnson now dribbling down the left-hand side. Harrison up high behind the three-point line. Oh, nice look inside. Vanessa Johnson with 2. Glacier Bears left her alone on that left block. got the bucket. Emma Dorn coming back the other way. Her shot's rebounded weak side by Dryden. Up top to Godinez. To Dorn. That one's wide right. Glacier Bears tried to save it in, but they save it into the hands of Johnson. This will be Vanessa Johnson coming up the right-hand side, working against Godinez long. Tries to come up top, but that was off the hand of Dryden and out of bounds. I see it's going to the Glacier Bears, and the officials were conferring, and they came up with that. So now back into the game is Marissa Verham and Ava Graham for their first action tonight. And also Audrey Bader. Wolves get the shot up. Harrison's going to be tied up by Gainey. And alternating possession to the Glacier Bears. Minute and a half left. Glacier Bears by 17. Godinez long. Comes up. Spins into the lane. Tries to dump pass, but this time Wolves got their hands on that one. And now we're going to have a held ball between Riffenberg and Gainey. This one will go to the Wolves. And see what the Glacier Bears do defensively if they're going to stay up in that pressure. They're going to be pressuring it. They throw it over the top, and Gainey's going to track it down in the backcourt. And Harrison reach in, tip it out. Glacier Bears set up on the outside, out of bounds. Godinez long. Out to Bader. To Graham. Top to Bader. Verham. Left side to Godinez long, a little bit outside of her reach. Can't control it. Riffenberg away with it for the Wolves. Graham almost had the steal. Harrison ahead to Christina Johnson off the glass for 2 for the Wolves. Expect the Glacier Bears just come down here, try and pass around. Hopefully don't turn it over, run these last 30 seconds off the clock. And then they try to go down to Gainey on the baseline, out of her hands and out of bounds. Get it into Riffenberg, up into the front court. Now she's going to throw it into the back court. And so the Glacier Bears will have it back with 22.8. Godinez long tries to get it inside to Graham. Be a held ball. Alternating possession goes to the Glacier Bears. I don't know why they don't just stand on a half court and just dribble this off. Graham looking for an inbounds. Gets it to Bader. Bader looking, and she's going to travel. The Wolves, 11 seconds. Get it into Vanessa Johnson. Up into the front court, stolen away by Godinez long. She's going to carry the ball. And turn it back over to the Wolves, 2.7 seconds. Long shot. Johnson can't quite get it there. Nice effort. 48-33 will be the final for our game. Scoring for the Wolves, Christina Johnson with 4, Vanessa Johnson with 2, Kayla Meisner with 8, and Kiara Harrison with 19. Scoring for the Glacier Bears, Gracie Stickler with 9, Ariel Godinez Long with 18, Grace Long with 10, and Allison Benda with 11. Hoping Kayla Meisner, she's walking the handshake line now. She looks to be doing fine. Hopefully she recovers from that so we can see her play tomorrow night. She's a key component for the Wolves. So we're going to take about a 25-minute break here, and we will be back with boys action. So we will talk to you soon.
So I've been told by them. That's a deep bench.
Yeah, you're only hot. Mine doesn't think the rules apply to him.
Welcome back to the Haines High School Gymnasium. Douglas Ord with tonight's broadcast with the Wrangell Wolves boys against the Haines Glacier Bear boys. Game immediately preceding this, we had the Glacier Bear ladies win by 48-33. Scoring board, or the lineup for the Wolves: number 44, Leroy Wynn; number 32, Keaton Gadd; number 22, Trevin Gillen; number 34, Daniel Harrison; number 12, starting lineup now, Ethan Blatchley; number 3, Devlin Campbell; number 23, Jason Hay; number 20, Kyan Stead; and number 4, Boom Chain Locks. Wolves are coached by Cody Angerman and assisted by Robbie Marshall. Line up for the Glacier Bears: number 22, Owen McFeeters; number 34, Garrett Stickler; number 15, Jacob Weirsinga; number 33, Douglas Adams; number 24, Dawson Holm; number 55, Kobe Brew; number 1, Hayden Jimenez; number 3, Colton Combs; number 10, J.C. Davis; number 20, James Stickler. Now the starting lineup for the Glacier Bears: number 2, Luke Davis; number 40, Eric Gillum; number 35, Jackson Long; number 23, Phoenix Swanner; and rounding out the lineup is number 11, Alex Wersinga. Glacier Bears coached by Don Nash and assisted by James Hart. So we got both teams out on the court now. It'll be Gillum in the center circle for the Glacier Bears, Blatchley for the Wolves. Glacier Bears going to our left, Wolves to our right. We're ready to tip this one off. And that's tip controlled by the Glacier Bears. They get it into the hands of Luke Davis, up left-hand side to Gillum, fires away for 3. Eric Gillum, nothing but net to start this off. Glacier Bears quickly into full court pressure. Wolves get it in, it's Hay. Over to the right side to Campbell. Up ahead, Blatchley up and good for 2 on the conversion. So quick passing across that defense for the Wolves results in a layup at the other end. Davis back for the Glacier Bears. Goes right-hand side to Wersingham. To Gillum at the top of the key. To Swanner. Swanner now reversing up the top to Davis. Davis comes left side to Gillum. Passing up to Wersingham at the top. He's going to drive into the center lane. Dumps it over to Long. Long loses control of the ball. That one's going to be stolen away by Campbell. Up into the front court for the Wolves. He comes over to Locks. To Steed. Locks to Steed. Now over left side to Campbell. Out behind the three-point line to Hay. Glacier Bears in the zone here. Coming out on the perimeter for the Wolves. They're passing around on the outside. Kind of got some guys running through that baseline. Now everybody's kind of 4 out and 1 at the high post. Running inside was Campbell. Can't get the finish. Rebound comes down. Fight for it. We're going to have the ball on the out of bounds. Let's see which it's going to be on the Wolves. Red 3 is Devlin Campbell. His first personal, first team foul. Beat Glacier Bear basketball. Davis on the dribble up into the front court. 2-3 zone by the Wolves. Nope, they were man-to-man. That's just how they were set up. So Davis, top of the key, fakes to the right, left-hand side. Tries to go inside to Swanner off of his fingertips into the hands of Hay. Up into the front court. They go left-hand side. 3-point shot by Stead. little bit short, quickly back as Davis drives into the lane, has that one knocked out of his hands, off his legs and out of bounds. So the quick hands that time by Hay prevents the layup for the Glacier Bears, and back into that full court pressure are the Bears. Hay gets as he's going to drive down that left-hand side, gets up into the front court. He's got a lane all the way to the rim, kicks it outside to Locks. Campbell's three, long, weak side rebound is Davis. Quickly pushing it to Wersinger. He's got a lane. Oh, tries to get it to Long. Long wasn't ready for that one. Wersinger probably should have taken that one all the way to the hoop. Locks as it comes right-hand side with the pass to Hay. Hands off to Campbell. He'll set the offense. He's way out behind the three-point line. Hands it off, gets it back. Then go to the left side to Stead, and we're going to have a foul on Gillum. Way out on the perimeter. 5:32 left in the first quarter of play. 3-2, Glacier Bears by 1. Wolves on the inbounds, far side. Looking for an inbounds. They're able to get to Campbell. Campbell working against Wersinger, gets it over to Stead. Stead on the dribble, drives down left side, kicks it outside. Nothing there for Hay. Top to Campbell. Time he'll reverse, go left-hand side. Now they bring it up top to Locks. Now they're working that right side. Got Stead working against Gillum. Up to Blatchley, he steps out, reverses that ball left-hand side. Hay looking to get baseline. Back out to Locks. Locks, a little hesitation. Dribble, that was Campbell. Now gets out to Locks left-hand side to Hay. Hay with the three-pointer, a little bit short. Swanner gets the board. Blatchley's able to knock that out, keep the Bears out of transition. Davis on the dribble into the front court for the Glacier Bears. We're working on that right-hand side to Wersinger, up top to Gillum. Gillum turns, fires a three, front rim, rebound to Campbell. Campbell pushing it up into the front court, working against Davis. Gets it over to Stead. Stead with the three-pointer, rebound. Oh, the Glacier Bears just let Blatchley. He stepped in there. He says, well, if you guys are going to pick it up, I am. Lays it off the glass and in for a 4-3 lead, and we're going to have a quick 30-second timeout for the Glacier Bears. Glacier Bears did a good job initially that time. You had three guys that had all blocked their guys out, but none of them went to pick up the basketball. Blatchley got around one of them, just picked it up and laid it off the glass for two. So he's got all four for the Wolves and just the one three-pointer for the Glacier Bears. They've been struggling to get any kind of offense going on their end of the court. Checking into the game for the Glacier Bears, number 22, Owen McFeeters. You can get a little more height in there for the Bears. He's coming in for Long, so I guess that's probably just a wash. Those guys are about the same size. Swanner into Davis in the backcourt. He'll bring it up 4:22 first quarter action. Davis working against Campbell, who's a Wersinger. He's got Locks on him. Picks up the ball, looking for some help. Gets it into McFeeters. McFeeters down on the baseline, has the ball stripped out of his hands. Davis is able to pick it up. McFeeters briefly loses control of it. And it'll be out of bounds off the Wolves. Glacier Bear basketball. Swanner on the inbounds for the Bears. Left corner, gets it into Gillum. Gillum down on the baseline. He's going to try and cut into the lane. Kicks up top to Wersinger to Davis. Davis drives in. Oh, tried to throw that one back out. Went off the face of one of the Wolves out to Gillum. And that one short. Swanner had it. McFeeters gets a rebound. Back to Gillum. Gillum from 16, in and out, rebound by Hay. So quickly back the other way comes Hay. Left side to Stead. Top to Campbell. Campbell gets a screen from Blatchley. Nice little dump pass there. Blatchley having a hard time getting a hold of it. Would have had a layup otherwise. Tries to go cross-court pass. Swanner got his hand on it. Still got through. Locks with the fake. Comes right to Hay. Top to Locks. Campbell. They go back to Hay on the right wing. Tries to drop it inside to Blatchley. Swanner saw that one coming, stepped in, stole it, got it to Davis. Davis quickly up into the front court for the Glacier Bears to Gillum on the left wing. High post to McFeeters. Feeders back to Weersingen. Gillum. Oh, he tried to go down low, had that one stolen away, and we're going to have a foul on McFeeters for the Glacier Bears. That'll be his first personal, second team foul. Wolves will be inbound. He's in the backcourt. So we got Keaton Gadd into the game for the Wolves, and Boom Chain Locks will take a seat for a little bit. Campbell on the dribble, working against Weersingen. Gets up into the front court. Campbell gets it back, goes over to Stead at the top of the key, back to Campbell. And Coach Angerman wasn't liking the way that was looking right there, wants to have a 30-second timeout. So not a lot of scoring in this game. Both teams have got some shots up, but they've been having a hard time getting into these to drop. We got a 4-3 ball game with 5.5 minutes gone. The only bucket for the Glacier Bears has been Gillum's 3 on that right at the beginning, and Blatchley's got 2 buckets for the Wolves. The Wolves will be inbounding on the far side of the court. Be Campbell, and he's got Hay with him. Goes in the backcourt to Hay. Comes right-hand side to Campbell. Got Weersingen guarding him. Goes up top and then comes back. Now they go down onto the baseline. Cross-court pass for the 3. Gillum with the rebound. Up ahead to Davis. Davis drives in. Runner scores it, and he'll go to the line. And foul will be on Devlin Campbell. Second personal, second team foul. And we've got Colton Combs into the game for Weersingen. Davis at the line shooting the free throw. Looking for that 3-point play. Glacier Bears with a 1-point lead. 5-4, 2:17 left in the first quarter. Davis off front rim. Campbell with the rebound. He's picked up by Combs. Comes right-hand side to Gadd. Top to Hay. Hay looking, try and get down that left-hand side. He does, able to get to the rim and scores it. So Jason Hay with 2. It's 1-point lead for the Wolves. Davis comes left-hand side to Combe. Gets inside to Feeders. Davis can't convert the long 3. Blatchley brings it up into the front court for the Wolves, working against McFeeters. Goes right-hand side to Hay. Hay looking for the screen from Blatchley. Had the roll, but didn't throw it to him. Now they go to the left-hand side. That's Gadd on the left wing. Back up top to Campbell. The right side to Hay. That'll be Gadd at the top. Now over to Stead. Hayes going to try and drive down that left side of the lane, cut off by the Glacier Bears. Kicks it out to Gadd. Can't buy the 3, but Stead comes away with the long rebound, then stolen away by Gillum. Throws it back in to keep from going out of bounds, right in the hands of Davis. Davis up ahead to Swanner off the glass and good for 2. Swanner was able to get ahead of that Wolves defense. Get the easy layup. 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Glacier Bears back up by 1, 7-6. Drive down the lane is Hay. Got Davis off balance, but then he traveled with it. Turned it over. So Garrett Stickler into the game for Owen McFeeters. And we got Campbell taking a seat. It looks like Locks is in for him. Davis comes up left side, gets it to Combs. Down the baseline to Stickler, to Swanner. Swanner at the top, gives it to Gillum. Gillum steps into a 3-pointer. That one's short and wide to the right. Back to the Wolves. Glacier Bears set up their full court pressure. Wolves looking to get it in. They did to Stead. Off to Locks. Locks quickly up ahead, gets it to Blatchley. Blatchley will back it out. Stead working to Jason Hay. Now to Stead on the baseline. And he's going to get the blocking foul on Stickler, Garrett Stickler, his first personal, third team foul. So with 6.3 seconds left in the quarter, you got Locks on the inbounds. Stolen away by Swanner, throws it up ahead to Gillum, but Gillum can't get to it, and Locks is going to get the ball, can't do anything with it. We'll end the first quarter 7-6. 1 point lead for the Glacier Bears. Send it back for 1 minute. And we're back in Haines, ready to start second quarter. Glacier Bear boys leading the Wrangell Wolves 7-6 as we, after 1 quarter of play, Wolves will have the ball first here in the second quarter. Gadd on the inbounds, looking for some help, and stolen by Swanner. Swanner gets it over to Gillum, up ahead to Davis. Davis looking to get to the baseline, cut off by Hay. Out to Combs, down to Davis. Stickler just cutting Swanner. Oh, can't get that one to go. Hay with the rebound. Good look that time for the Glacier Bears. Swanner just couldn't get that one to roll over the rim. Wolves come back with it. Hay up top to Locks. And comes over to the right-hand side, handed off to Stead. Stead working against Gillum. Drives down the left-hand side. Kind of intermittent control there. Gadd now with it, goes into the key, over to Locks. Locks is going to drive in, high off the glass, and that ball gets tipped. Locks comes down with it. Gadd lets fly, and that one will be off Blatchley and out of bounds to the Glacier Bears. Campbell back into the lineup for the Wolves, coming in for Stead. That's Swanner inbounding to Davis. Davis gets it over to Gillum. Back to Davis on the post. Davis goes up with it. He gets hammered on the arm. Can't finish. And that's on Campbell. That's 3 on him. And Davis will be going to the line for 2 free throws. Davis rolls his first one over the rim. Got 3 on the game. And Instead quickly back into the game for Campbell. I'd be surprised to see Campbell here the rest of the first half with those 3 fouls. Davis back at the line. Second one is good. He's 2 for 3 from the lines. Got 4, and it's up to a 3-point lead now for the Glacier Bears. Wolves getting trapped in the backcourt, and not a lot of help back there for Hay. He was double teamed. He's able to throw it off Davis and out of bounds and maintain possession. So now he's got some more teammates back working on it. Throws it up ahead to Blatchley. It was a little wide. Blatchley's able to track it down. Comes up with a 6-footer and nails it. Ethan Blatchley's got 6. Colton Combs on the dribble for the Glacier Bears, working on that right-hand side. And we're going to get a foul on number 32, Keaton Gadd. First personal, 14 foul. Alex Wersinger coming into the game for Combs now. Swanner on the inbounds. Gets it into Davis. Davis hands it off to Gillum for the long three-pointer. Stickler with the rebound as he tries to go back up. He's fouled. They're going to say that happened before the shot. It'll be on the ground. Boom chain locks, first personal, 15 foul. Swanner on the inbounds to Gillum. Gillum working it. Brings it up top. Reverse it over to Swanner. Swanner's going to get baseline. Little runner, and that one bounces around and drops for Phoenix Swanner. Back to a three-point lead, 11-8. Gadd up in the front court, gets it to Hay. Hay drives down the left-hand side. Awkward shot, but he's able to get that one off the glass. And good. Quickly back is Davis. Nobody picks him up now. Three of them do, but one coming over late. They fouled him on his way up to the hoop, so he'll be shooting two. .32, Keaton Gadd, his second personal. Davis's first short off the rim. We've got Trevin Gillen into the game for the Wolves. And we had Jackson Long and Dawson Holm for the Glacier Bears checking in during that timeout. Or during that dead ball waiting for the free throw. Got one more here. That one's good for Luke Davis. He's got 5 and 2-point lead for the Glacier Bears. Gadd on the dribble working against Holm. Comes right hand side to Hay. Hay gets the screen from Blatchley. Blatchley had room to roll that time and didn't. They try to go down to the baseline to Gillen, and Gilham was able to step in front, tap that one out of bounds, and the Wolves will inbounds. They go way up top to Gillen. He's working against Long, gets past him, but can't quite hold the dribble, gets it over to Gillen. Gillen's going to drive in, and we're going to have a blocking foul on the Glacier Bears. Number 11. Alex Wersinger, his first, fourth team foul. Wolves inbounds on the baseline. Locks looking for it. Gets it to Blatchley. Nice cut there. Wasn't able to finish. And Gillen with the rebound. Puts it back up, and we're tied at 12. Davis comes left-hand side to Wersinger to Gillen. Gillum fires. Three-pointer for Eric Gillum. He's got 6. Ball gets tipped on the inbounds, back out of bounds. So it'll still be Wolves basketball. Full court pressure by the Glacier Bears to get it into Locks. Locks working against Wersinger. It's up ahead to Gillen. Can't get it to fall. Battle for it. And you've got a held ball between Holm and Blatchley. Alternating possession goes to the Glacier Bears. McFeeters into the game for Long. .445 left in the first half. Glacier Bears by 3, 15-12. Davis dribbling up by the half-court center circle. Gets it to the left-hand side to Wersinger. He's got Gadd on him to Davis. They go to Gillum on the left side. Working against Gillen. Now ups up to Davis. Inside to McFeeters. Turn. 4-footer. Can't quite finish. Holm with the rebound. Up and with the follow for 2. Dawson Holm with his first 2. First time we've had a lead over the bigger than 3 in this game. Hay working that left side against Davis. It's cutting Blatchley. Blatchley turns. Drives into the post to Gillen. Gillen up fake. Steps in for an 8-footer. Rolls and spins on the rim and drops through. Trevor Gillen's got 4. Quickly back is Davis for the Glacier Bears. He's going to drive in, kicks it out to Wersinger, lets it fly from 3. Gillum with the rebound for the Glacier Bears. Little fade away from 14. Good for Eric Gillum. Both teams starting to score a little bit better here as the half's gone on. steal by Wrangell by the Glacier Bears. Held ball with Locks. Alternating possession will be Wolves basketball. And we will have a full timeout by Coach Angerman for the Wolves. So we'll take a 1-minute break and be back with the rest of the second half. So it'll be Wolves basketball. Locks on the inbounds. 3:26 left in the first half. Wolves trailing by 5, 19-14. Locks gets it into Gillen at the top of the key. Goes left-hand side to Hay. Hay's going to fire the three-pointer. Back rim. Gillen down with the rebound for the Glacier Bears. Pushes it up into the front court. Up ahead pass to Swanner with the reverse layup for 2. Threw it up over the top of the defense for the easy one. Full court pressure coming back, and we're going to get a foul on Swanner now. He was trying to get in front of Jason Hay on that full court pressure. Wasn't quite there. Now, Kai instead into the game for the Wolves. Coming in for Keaton Gadd. Locks on the dribble. I got it on the left-hand wing with Hay. To Locks at the top of the key. Go back to Hay. To Locks. Now it's Blatchley behind the three-point line. Little dribble handoff to Hay. Working against Wrangell. Gets into the lane, drops it off to Blatchley with the finish on the left side. Ethan Blatchley with 8. Gets that lead back down to 5. Go to Gillum. Goes inside to McFeeters. McFeeters quickly double-teamed. And we're going to have a jump ball. Alternating possession will stay with the Glacier Bears down on the baseline. And now we got Stickler coming in for McFeeters. Swanner on the inbounds. Dumps it to Gillum. Didn't even come down with that. Caught it and shot it. Back to a 7-point lead, 23-16. Blatchley dribbling it up, working against Wrangell. Kicks it out to Hay for the long three-pointer. Back rim, Gillum down with the rebound. Gillum coming up the left-hand side. He's just got Hay in front of him. He's going to come up off the glass. They're going to count the basket, and he'll go to the line for 1. Fouls on 23. Jason Hay, his first personal, 17th foul off the bench for the Glacier Bears. J.C. Davis coming in for Alex Wrangell, and you've got Keaton Gadd in for Jason Hay. And after all of that, Eric Gillum at the line, shooting free throw. That one spins out. Rebound by Gillen. Gets it to Blatchley. Blatchley up into the front court. Go to Gadd for the 3, and Keaton nails it. Glacier Bears didn't close out, left him some spot, and he just drilled it. 25-19. Gillum coming back the other way, working around the free throw line. Goes right-hand side to J.C. Davis. His shot rebounded by Gillen. Gillen gets it over to Stead. Stead drives in, can't finish. We're going to have a blocking foul on the Glacier Bears. It should be Stead going to the line, shooting 2. So that's Swanner with his second personal. 16 foul. Stead at the line, shooting 2. First one a little long, back rim. 1:41 left in first half action. Glacier Bears by 6, 25-19. Kai Stead at the line, nails the second. Nothing but net. And we've got a timeout by the Glacier Bears. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep that here. 25-20. So after a 7-6 first quarter, both teams have found the bottom of the net a little bit more regularly here in the second quarter. It's mainly led for the Glacier Bears by Gillum and Davis. And on the Wrangell Wolves, Blatchley has done a really good job, but then you've also had Gillen coming off the bench here in the second quarter with 4, and Jason Hay getting a couple buckets in there as well. The Glacier Bear basketball. Home came in during that timeout for the Glacier Bears. J.C. Davis gets it off to Swanner. Now Davis drives to the left-hand side, gets it to home. Up top to Swanner. Gillum's going to track it down before it goes across the 10-second line. Drive into the lane, up with the left end, good for 2. 14 for Gillum. Pressure by the Glacier Bears. Wolves are able to get it up across half court, and it's stolen by Gillum. Gillum's got a 1-on-3. He's going to stop and pop from 16, in and out, rebound, fought for, Locks comes down with it, saves it inside to Gadd. Gadd working against a double team. Goes to Blatchley. Blatchley across the 10-second line for the Wolves into the front court, gets it left-hand side to Gillen. Stead. Gadd misses another 3. Rebound for the Glacier Bears. We got a foul on the Wolves, so they'll be home at the line, shooting a 1-on-1. See which one of the Wolves got him there. 22. Trevin Gillen, his first personal. Be the 8th team foul, so that should be a 1-on-1 situation. So we got Stickler back into the game for the Bears. It looks like Davis back in as well. Dawson home at the line, 1-on-1. Misses that one, so we'll have it'll be Jacob Wersinger coming into the game for home. And Glacier Bears setting up in that full court pressure. Wolves get it in. Pass it up ahead to Locks. Up into the front court. Goes left-hand side to Gadd. Leroy Wynn in for the Wolves too during that dead ball. Gets to Wynn down on the left block. Turns, gets it to Gadd. A little bit long on his 16-footer. Gillum up in the front court for the Glacier Bears. Hand it off to Davis, and you're going to get Gillum with the offensive foul. Locks was playing good defense in front of him. Gillum passed it off and then just trucked Locks there, and an official called it on Gillum. That's Eric's second personal. And now he'll be out, and we've got McFeeters in for him with 12.5 seconds left. 7-point lead for the Bears. Wolves get it into Gadd. Over to Hay. Jason Hay up into the front court. Picks up his dribble out behind the three-point line. Get it to Locks on the left side, and the buzzer's going to sound before anybody scores. It'll be 27-20, Glacier Bears by 7. Head into halftime. We'll take a 10-minute break and be back with second half action.
insurance doesn't cover idiots, so tell me to stop.
I only need you for one more game.
This year.
Nothing like a short season.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping with him going up north some of these. All right, welcome back to the Haines High School Gymnasium. We're getting ready to start second half of action. Haines Glacier Bear boys 27, Wrangell Wolves 20. Just a reminder to everybody, we're going to have games same time, same place tomorrow, 5:30 and 7 o'clock. So whether you're listening on KSTK or watching us on the Haynesboro School District YouTube channel, either option, have some more Region 5 basketball. Wolves will start the second half with the basketball. Campbell back into the game. He'll be inbounding, gets it into Hay. Davis playing up tight on him, comes over left side to Locks. Back to Hay, calling out the play. The little dribble drive handoff to Locks on the left side. Now back to Hay at that left wing way behind the three-point line. Locks going to get down on the baseline, runs into Long, steps back, can't convert. Long with the board. Quickly up ahead, they get it to Swanner. Swanner drives in on the right-hand side, can't finish, but we got a foul called on one of the Wolves. Number 4, Boom Chain Locks his first. And Swanner at the line, shooting 2. Got it. That's 7 for him. Swanner second, rebounded by Stead. Stead looking up ahead, tries to get it into Locks. Glacier Bears are able to get some hands on it. Go out to Campbell for the three-pointer. Leaves that one short. Wolves tap it back in. Davis is able to tap it up ahead of him. Can he catch it? Goes up on the right side. Can't convert, but we got another foul on the Wolves. I think this one will be on Stead. Wasn't able to catch up and get his body in front of him, but a little bump there and send Davis to the line this time for 2. Glacier Bears getting out and running, trying to get points in transition. Davis, this one's short. We've got Gadd coming into the game for Stead. Davis's second is good. That's 6 for him on the game. 4 of those come from the free throw line. Quickly up in the front court, Campbell. Send to Gadd, working against Gillum. Go down the low post to Blatchley. Blatchley turns up with the right end. Good. Ethan Blatchley, nice little move in the post there. Scores over the top of Long. Back are the Glacier Bears. Get it into Gillum. Little step back 3. Rebound comes to Blatchley. Blatchley is going to carry that, trying to bring it up into the front court. Turnover back to the Glacier Bears. Swanner gets it to Davis. Go inside the long. Out to Gillum for 3. Money. Eric Gillum with 17 to a 10-point lead for the Glacier Bears. Almost Davis had his hand on that one. Wolves, Hay goes to the right-hand side to Campbell. Campbell's able to get it into the front court for the Wolves. Gets a screen. Drive into the center of the lane. Up on off the glass and good. Devlin Campbell gets his first 2 points of the basketball game. We're seeing a hands off to Swanner, to Gillum. Hand it off to Davis. Davis drives down the left-hand side. Up and off the glass for 2, Luke Davis. But in the front court is Hay. They pick him up. He hands it off to Blatchley. Blatchley turns in the lane. 12-footer. Good for Ethan Blatchley. Davis now working against Campbell. Comes right-hand side to Wersinger. Back to Gillum. Gillum something pops from 14. And that's going to be off of Hay and out of bounds to the Glacier Bears. Stickler into the game for long for the Glacier Bears. Swanner gets it out to Gillum. Wersinger. He loses control of that ball. Knocked out of his hands by Campbell. Campbell was the last one to touch it, so it'll still be Glacier Bear ball. 5:31 left in the third quarter. Bears up by 8. Bears get it into Davis. Davis drives in. Nice little dump pass to Gillum. He couldn't finish, but Stickler's there with the follow, and good for first 2 points for Stickler. Gadd working against Gillum. Trying to get up in front court, and Gillum picks his pocket. Up with the right, and good. 19 for him. To a 12-point lead now for the Glacier Bears. Still full court pressure. Hayes going to hand it off, but he's going to get fouled by one of the Glacier Bears. Number 2, Davis with the reaching foul. His first team foul in the second half for the Glacier Bears. Wolves on the inbounds. They throw it up long to Blatchley. He's going to drive up against Stickler, and Davis comes from behind, steals the ball. Wersinger now on the dribble. He'll get it ahead to Gillum. Gillum throws it right in the hands of Campbell. Back we go to the Wolves side of the court. Campbell drives into the lane, gets to the rim, and scores the 2. Back to a 10-point lead for the Bears. Davis up on the left-hand side, and we've got a timeout by the Glacier Bears. With 4:33, Bears leading 38-28, and it'll be a full timeout, so we'll take a 1-minute break. Should be Glacier Bear basketball. Dawson Holm and Colton Combs checking in for the Glacier Bears during that timeout. Eric Gillum with the three-pointer doesn't fall. Blatchley with the long rebound. He'll bring it up into the forecourt for the Wolves. Drops it off to Hay. Hay to Gadd on the left wing. Back up to Hay. Get inside to Blatchley, and he's going to travel with it. Turnover back to the Glacier Bears. Luke Davis going to walk it up into the front court. Gets to Combs. Combs looking for a spot. Gets it to Gillum for the three-pointer. Eric Gillum. And we're going to have a foul. 24 White. Dawson Holm, his first personal. Second team foul in the second half for him. And off the bench instead for the Wolves. Coming in for Gadd. They're working against that full court pressure. And Campbell, Holm was on the wrong side of him. Campbell just kept coming up the court and is going to dribble it out of bounds. And Coach Angerman's looking for a blocking foul or a pushing foul on that. The official dumped the ball off. The players weren't really knowing, but the official kept running up the court. I don't know if the players knew what was going on, but they just kept playing. Colton Combs with the rebound, kicks it off to Davis. He can't finish. Splatchley with the rebound, coming up into the front court because left-hand side. Going inside, and we're going to have a blocking foul on, I believe it's 34, Stickler. That's Garrett's second personal, and that will send Jason Hay to the line for the first time tonight. He's got four points on the game so far, 13-point lead with 3:29 left in the third quarter, 41-28. Glacier Bears up. Hayes, first one, bounced around a couple times, falls off to the right side. Hayes second. Back rim, rebound, Colton Combs down with it for the Glacier Bears. Comes up into the front court, gets it over to Gillum. Tries to go inside to Davis. A nice hustle defense by Campbell, getting his hand on that one and knocking it out of bounds. The officials kind of come over and talk to Coach Angerman. I think it's Coach Angerman's loudly voicing what calls he thinks should be called. So I think he had a warning to the bench. Gillum's going to go in, and we're going to get an offensive foul, I believe, on Gillum. So that's Eric's third personal foul. 14th foul in the second half, and it'll be Wolves basketball. Hey, home run ball to Blatchley. Kick it out to Campbell. He looks at the three-pointer. Glacier Bears run him off the line. He travels with it, turns it back over to the Glacier Bears. That was Holm out there with the pressure, creating that turnover. Davis on the dribble, getting the screen from Stickler. Gets in the lane, up and under with the left and scores it. That's 10 for him. Quickly back is Stead up into the front court. 1-on-4, kicks it back to Blatchley. Blatchley dives into the free throw line, back to Stead on the left side. He gets a free lane, a little too hard off the glass. Campbell comes down with the rebound. Able to try to get it over to Hay. Was a little bit low. Hay tried to dribble it instead of just picking that one up, trying to gain balance, and couldn't control it out of bounds. Swanner back into the game for the Glacier Bears. Coming in for Holm. Davis working against Campbell. Gets it to Combs. Combs drives down the baseline. Runner off the side of the backboard. Scramble forward. Gets it to Davis. Is able to score inside. Nice hustle by Colton Combs, keeping that one alive. And we're going to have a timeout by the Wolves before the turnover. Or I thought we were having a time. Official called like it was going to be a turnover, but just going back to the Wolves. Campbell working against Swanner in the backcourt. Tosses it up ahead to Hay. Hay's going to drive, looking to get inside. Swanner comes over, double teams. Campbell left open at the top. Drives down the right-hand side off the glass and in. Devlin Campbell with 6. Davis working on the dribble for the Glacier Bears. Tried to do a give and go. Blatchley got in the way, stole it. Going to come up and score it, and we're going to get, that'll be Ethan Blatchley with 14, and Gillum's going to pick up the personal foul. That'll be his 4th personal. And Blatchley will go to line shooting 1. You got McFeeters coming into the ball game, and Long coming in for Combs and Gillum. So with 1:50 left in the third quarter, Glacier Bears by 13. Gillum will take his first rest of the night, leading the Glacier Bears with 22 so far. Blatchley's free throw rebounded. Swanner gets it up to Davis. On the front court, Davis working, gets down on the post to McFeeters. McFeeters steps inside, can't finish. It's going to be a jump ball. One official said it was a jump ball, but official DeWitt said it was off of the Wolves. Swanner gets it into Davis. Same play that they ran with Gillum. Just throw it up. Guys catch the top of their dribble and shoot it in. 15-point lead for the Glacier Bears. Stead comes over to the left-hand side to Hay. Hay drives in. Now kicks it out right side to Campbell. He'll try and drive in lane. Throws it over to Stead. Stead working for a shot. Nice recovery defense by the Glacier Bears. Blatchley goes right side. Now they go to Campbell. He has got space at the top of the key. Feet weren't quite set. A little bit long. Stead with it. His shot's long. Blatchley tries to tip it up. McFeeters down with the rebound. Gets it to Swanner. Swanner to Davis. Blatchley kind of got a flat tire there. Lost part of his shoe. Jackson Long is able to finish at the other end. His first 2 points of the game. Up to a 17-point lead. Quickly back as Locks. Trying to get down on the baseline. Drops it off to Blatchley. Finishes on the right-hand side. Got the shoe back on. Is able to get his 16th point. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Davis working against Campbell. Goes away from the screen. Campbell had his hand, was able to steal it. Comes back. And Campbell was able to pick up the foul on Campbell. He's tried to drive by him. There, a little hesitation. There's be Glacier Bears basketball on the far side. Davis will be inbounding. That's Campbell's 4th as well. So Gadd will be coming in for Campbell. Davis on the inbounds. Glacier Bears looking, get it to Swanner. To Davis on the left wing. Long. Back up top to Swanner. To Long up behind the three-point line to McFeeters. McFeeters drives in the lane, has that ball tipped out. McFeeters tries to get it back. They go over to Locks. Locks up against Long, and he's going to travel with it. So 6.8 seconds left. Davis coming up in the front court. Wolves extend the pressure. Davis comes up fake, lets fly from 3. It's going to be short. Rebound by the Wolves. And we will end the third quarter of play. 49 for the Glacier Bears, 34 for the Wolves. Take a 1-minute break and be back with fourth quarter action. All right, ready to start fourth quarter action. Glacier Bears will have it first to start the fourth quarter. We've got Long, Davis, Gillum, Stickler, and Swanner on the court. For the Wolves, we got Hay, we've got Gadd, Blatchley, Stead, and Locks. Davis comes right-hand side to Gillum, throws it inside to Stickler. He's going to come down, and they're going to call a foul from behind on that. 23, Jason Hay. Second personal. Fourth team foul in the second half. Long on the inbounds for the Glacier Bears. Tried to throw that up again, and Long tried to do that little lob pass and tipped it back. The Wolves did towards Long. He grabbed it, but he hadn't established position in court first. Quickly up is Gadd. Gadd's going to take a couple steps trying to go across court and turn it back to the Glacier Bears. Good idea. Where he was going to pass it to is going to lead to good things for the Wolves, but just one step too many. Davis working right-hand side up behind the three-point line. Gets to the high post to Swanner. He's going to dribble out to the right wing. Up top now to Gillum. Gillum throws it inside to Davis. And we're going to have 3-second call on Luke Davis. Boy, you don't see those called very often anymore. Especially with your guard down there. It's usually one of the big guys. Wolves are able to get past trying to loose ball on the court. About 4 different people had their hands on that. Nobody was able to control it. Out of bounds it went. Last touch by the Wolves. Davis on the dribble up into the front court. Gets it to Swanner way behind the three-point line. Swanner working on Locks. Comes right-hand side to Davis. Davis trying to get inside to Gillum. He'll turn, fade away. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Eric Gillum. 24 for him. Coming back the other way. Pass stolen by Swanner. He'll loop it over. Gets it to down on the post to Gillum. Again running across. Tries to go off the glass. A little too hard. In and out. Long couldn't hold it. Out of bounds to the Wolves. And you got Campbell coming off the bench with those 4 fouls for the Wolves with 6:50 left in the quarter. Also off the bench, Trevin Gillen. So you'll have Stead and Gadd taking a seat for the Wolves. Locks on the dribble for the Wolves. Back to Hay. Hay, little stutter. And he comes in and... Ooh. 34 White with the blocking foul. Thought that was kind of interesting because the official kind of put his arm out there like a forearm, and it looked like Hay led with the forearm into that. Locks throws it up to Hay. Long three-pointer from the left elbow, no good, and Campbell can't convert that one, but they're going to say that's off of Gillum and out of bounds to the Wolves. 51-34, Glacier Bears by 15. And we've got a 30-second timeout by Coach Angerman. So just a quick rundown. Blatchley's been key for the Wolves. He's got 16 so far, followed by Campbell with 6. And then you got both Hay and Gillen with 4, Gadd with 3, and Stead with 1 for the Glacier Bears. They're led by Gillum with 24. Davis 14, Swanner with 7. Then you got Long, Holm, and Stickler with 2 apiece. It's kind of interesting for me seeing these new uniforms. The shorts are getting shorter. They're almost as short as when I was in high school. Going back the other way. Wolves get it inbound to Blatchley out behind the three-point line. Go right-hand side to Campbell. Come left to Hay. Locks dribble, handoff to Hay behind the three-point line. He's trying to get a shot up, drive it down the baseline. He's able to find room. Long Had the rebound tipped away by Blatchley. Long's able to come up with it. Up ahead to Swanner. Swanner up on the right side. Scores it. Swanner's going to get out ahead if you let him run. Quickly back the other way is Gillen. Couldn't hang on to it. They're saying it was off of the Wolves. Glacier Bear basketball. Davis on the dribble, looking for a screen from Long. Comes right side to Swanner. Swanner steps out for a three-pointer. Long battling for the rebound. It's coming away by Gillen. Gets it to Campbell. Into the front court, right side to Hay. Hay gets a screen. Little dump pass down to Blatchley. Blatchley up fake, turns, fade away. Swanner with the board. They had Gillum breaking away, but they didn't see him soon enough, so they run the offense. Swanner's going to get it. Drives hard through the center of the lane, off the glass in. Good first to Swanner with 11 now. Back to the left-hand side to Hay. He's going to let fly from three. Wasn't quite set. He was fading a little bit to the left, and oh, boy, collision on the left-hand side. Gillum gets it. Goes up strong. Nice contest by Blatchley. Now Gillum's going to steal the ball back. Blatchley steals it back from him. And up into the front court come the Wolves. Blatchley down on the baseline. Comes up top to Hay. He's going to be fouled. 22. It's Owen McFeeters. His second, 7th team foul. So we'll have a one-on-one opportunity. Win into the game for the Wolves. And we've got a couple of Glacier Bears. Adams is checking in, but they need to let somebody know that somebody's got to come off the court, because you got two guys going in. There's already 4 out there, so one of them can go in the court. Now Davis is going out on the court. Either the players got confused on who they're coming in for, or the coach didn't explain it to them very well. Gillum with the rebound. Up ahead to Holm with the left, and good for 2. It's 4 for Dawson Holm. 23-point lead for the Glacier Bears. 4:40 left in the ball game. Campbell on the right wing, looking for an opening. Comes to Hay on the left side. He's working against J.C. Davis. Goes out to Blatchley with the fadeaway. Good, and we're going to have a foul on it. 24 White. Dawson Holm, his second personal. And they'll send Blatchley to the line for his second opportunity tonight. And now Douglas Adams got straightened out. Coming in for Phoenix Swanner. Blatchley's shot rebounded by Gillum, coming up hard on the left-hand side, pushing it up into the front court. Oh, lost the control of the dribble. Blatchley picks it up, coming the other way, working against Davis, and Blatchley's going to score it for 20 for him. And before the ball got inbounded, we had a timeout by Wrangell. And it'll be a full timeout, so we'll take a 1-minute break. All right, got the Adams throws it into J.C. Davis up at the half-court line. He's going to drive down the right-hand side, gets a screen from home, but they're going to get an illegal screen on home, and it'll be going back to the Wrangell Wolves. He was kind of backing in, clearing the defender out, had his hands behind him. If you stand there without your hands out, you're pretty good, but Wolves get it inbound to Hay, over to Stead. Stead working up into the front court. Blatchley drives inside, and he's going to travel with it before he gets the bucket. Glacier Bears throw it up ahead to Davis again, this time on the left-hand side of the court. And you're going to back out and getting double-teamed over there. He's going to dribble down into the lane. And we got full timeout by the Glacier Bears with 3:56. Be back in a minute. The Glacier Bear basketball baseline, left side of the key. Luke Davis on the inbounds. Throws it into brother JC for the three-pointer. Home with the rebound. He goes up and gets blocked, and we got a foul on the Wolves. .23, Jason Hay, his third personal. 15 foul. Home money on his first free throw. Got one more coming. Second one. And he saw that one was off when it left his hand, and he was running in for the rebound. Got to wait for it to hit the rim first. Dawson. Coming back the other way is Hay. Jason Hay looking to dump it into Wynn. Wynn left it a little bit short. Gillum with the rebound, throws it up ahead to Davis. Davis on that left wing. He'll circle back up top. Looking for a screen from Gillum. It's to J.C. Davis. Now to Douglas Adams at the top of the key. Tries to throw it inside to Holm. Wynn briefly had that one, and now Holm's going to get run over by Stead. Kyan Stead's... Kyan Stead, excuse me. Second personal, inbound to Davis to the Glacier Bears. Up by 20, 3:20 left in the ball game. J.C. Davis to Gillum. Tries to go over to Adams, but that was high and outside. Campbell up into the front court. Picked up by J.C. Davis. Got Stead on the right side. Stead working to get past Adams. Picks up the dribble, gets it to Hay. Hay working against Davis. Steps into the three-pointer. Back rim. Gets his own rebound. Can't tip it back. Wynn with the rebound for the Wolves. Briefly up fake. Back out to Hay. Three. Rebounded by Gillum. Throws the length of the court to Davis. Back to J.C. Davis. Now to Gillum. Going to stand, wait till Blatchley comes out on him. Way out at half court. J.C. Davis has it knocked out of his hand. Blatchley throws it up ahead. Blatchley in for two. J.C. Davis gets it ahead to Luke Davis. To Douglas Adams on the baseline. He's going to drive in, tries to go up for the shot. Blatchley is going to block the shot, but get a lot of body on it. Send Adams to the line. No, that's Blatchley's first personal. 17 foul. Adams be at the line shooting 2. That one's in and out. Got Hayden Jimenez and James Stickler into the game for the Glacier Bears. Adams at the line for his second. And rebound by Campbell. Campbell working up in the front court, gets it to Hay. Hayes driving down the left-hand lane, off the glass and good for 2. 6 for Hay. Now full court pressure by the Wolves. Gillum's going to get past Stead up into the front court. Briefly loses the dribble, and now hand it off to Davis. 1:45 left in the ball game. Glacier Bears just kind of content. 16-point lead. Just kill the timeout there, except for Adams. He's going to fire the 3 and drain it. Douglas Adams with the 3-pointer. You got Campbell working it, gets it to Hay. Get it to Gillen down on the left wing. Adams is able to save the loose ball in. Gillum's got it. Davis up in the front court, gets it to Gillum. Adams is called for the ball now. He wants to let it fly again. Hayden Jimenez on the dribble, comes to the right-hand side. He's gonna drive inside. Stop. Gets it to James Stickler. He's going to travel with it. Back to the Wolves, and off the bench for the Wolves, you've got Keaton Gadd coming in, and Boom Chain Locks. And we've got McFeeters and Jacob Wersinger back into the game for the Glacier Bears. Locks on the dribble. We're under a minute to play here. To Gadd on the left side. He's a long 3-pointer. That's going to miss everything. Locks saves it in. Wynn grabbed it. Back out top. Gadd, top of the key. Stead. Back to Gadd. Lets it fly. McFeeters with the rebound. Davis now up into the front court to Gillum. Coach just saying, hold it out, run the clock. Stead comes up against Gillum, so he'll give it over to McFeeters. McFeeters on the dribble, and Stead steps in front of that one. He's like, I don't care about you running off the clock. I'm going to get another 2 the other way. So that's 61-44 is going to be our final score. Scoring for the Wolves, Gillen with 4, Gadd with 3, Stead with 3, Blatchley with 22, Hay with 6, and Campbell with 6. Scoring for the Glacier Bears, Jackson Long with 2, Swanner with 11, Home with 5, Adams with 3, Stickler with 2, Gillum with 24, and Davis with 14. So both Gillum and Blatchley put on a heck of a show tonight. Gillum just had a little bit more of a supporting cast behind him. We'll see what happens tomorrow night. Same time, same place, 5:30 for first game, 7 o'clock for the second. So all you people all listen on KSTK, hope to see you back or hear you back tomorrow night. And everybody watching on the Haynesboro YouTube channel, we'll see you back here tomorrow night as well. Good night, everybody.
Okay, thank you, sir. I'm going to shut this down.